Kirk Cousins just signed a 4-year, $180 million deal with the Atlanta Falcons, and man, this guy just keeps breaking the bank. It doesn't matter if he tears his Achilles or what, and he really does deserve it. He played great before he got hurt, and he's one of those guys who is not dependent on anything outside of his arm and his brain. So his age is not as much of a factor. Obviously, you don't want older quarterbacks, but if you're going to go after an older quarterback, this is a great option in free agency for the Falcons and for Kirk. Um, he is a great ball distributor, and that is exactly what the Falcons have needed for years now. They have quality skill position players. They have a quality running back. They have a quality receiver. They have a quality tight. We think they have a quality tight end. We're gonna find out for real now. But Bijan is just gonna keep getting better, and Drake London is a very underrated player in my opinion. He has put up inconsistent hit or miss type stats, but he's pretty spectacular, and he just needs someone who can really, really throw the ball. Kyle Pitts is interesting because he was the fourth overall pick, all this hype around him. He has never had a great quarterback either, but he's also never had a great season. So this is a real test for Kyle Pitts. You got a legit quarterback now, Kyle. Can you come through? Um, the NFC South is a weak division. The Buccaneers, yeah, they made it all the way to the divisional round with Baker, and he's coming back, and that's all interesting. Baker got himself a nice deal as well, but the Falcons can win this division with Kirk. It's not a strong division by any means. You got the Panthers and the Saints. Derek Carr is not it. Bryce Young is not it. So Falcons Bucks definitely competing for this division this coming year. But honestly, I think the Falcons have the edge right now. Their O line was seventh rated by Pro Football Focus this past year. It's solid. An older guy like Kirk who can't move too well, he's going to be protected. They're going to be able to run the ball. Their defense finished 11th in yards per game at 321 this year. So their defense is solid. This is a solid team overall. They have a decent roster. And they just have really needed a quarterback. And they have one now. Now, do I think they're going to win the Super Bowl? No. Do I think they're going to make big noise in the playoffs? No. But I could see them being a wild card team. I could see them winning the division. They're going to be relevant. And that's great for them. They've been irrelevant for so long, and Kirk Cousins is going to help bring them to relevance, and we're going to really start to see how some of these players can progress with a legit quarterback. I expect big things from Drake London this year, and you got to expect big things from Kyle Pitts. I would think it's now or never for him in terms of fantasy football. If he doesn't perform well this year, then he's just never gonna. And I would imagine that Drake London is going to be a sleeper this year. As far as coaching goes, Raheem Morris is a defensive coach, so if they can just keep that defense solid, keep it strong, improve with the young guys that they have, then they're going to be set. Offensively, the new OC that they brought in, his name is Zach Robinson, and he's worked for a few teams around the league. I read that he worked under Kevin O'Connell with the Rams a few years back when O'Connell was working under McVay. So you got that O'Connell-McVay connection to this guy, Zach Robinson, which O'Connell is the head coach of the Vikings, obviously, where Kirk just played really well for a brief stretch before he unfortunately got injured. So this could be, a few people that are just meeting up at the right time, and they could make some magic happen offensively. This is exciting for Atlanta Falcons fans.